Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from eTimes TV.
Hi, welcome to eTimes Live, and it's our pleasure
Thank you
having
so
you.
much. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, so how are you? How's things going on?
It's all going good. I was a bit busy outside the cine world, so now I'm back to shoot and all those things.
Yes. So now that you mentioned that you're back, we actually got to see a glimpse of you in the daily soap Marali Manasagide. There was
Yes,
just a
yes,
bit
yes,
of you back there. So
yes.
how was that to be back again?
So yeah, in fact, it was the team is really good right now. The Murali Mansagide, the entire technical team has become very strong, and it shows on screen as well. And when I got a call for this
Right.
Mahashivratri, they wanted to do a small portion of me. So I said okay, and it was good to work on Shivratri. In fact, Shiva has been very close to me always. So it
Absolutely,
was
yes.
good coming back, and yeah, there was few scenes which they shot.
Yeah. So when you actually talk about your character in Marali Manasagide, you play a military major over there, an army
Yes,
major over there. So
yes,
how did this happen?
yes. See, playing major, I mean, anything connected to this military, in fact, gives me goosebumps. They are actually the real heroes. Working for the
Correct.
country, and just hats off to them. And me getting a part like that, I immediately said yes. So I just wanted
Hmm.
to, be a part somehow with something to do with military. So it was really good. It's actually good. It's coming up good.
Hmm. Yes. So considering the fact that the show is actually a remake of a very popular Hindi serial, that is Gum Hai Kisi Ke Pyar Ke Liye. So
Yes.
have you ever watched episodes from the Hindi show or anything that
Yes. In
you
the
think
beginning, I
from the
used
show?
to. In the beginning, I used to just to get the feel of it, because you need to
Yes.
get into the character. I mean, when you do a remake of something which is really
Hmm.
good, and I didn't want to give a chance for people to compare and say he's done well and this character is not doing well, and I had to, yes, keep myself updated with the Hindi show. So I did, yes. In the
Yes.
beginning, I did, yes.
So was there anything that you actually tried to replicate, or was it just Vinay we saw on screen on Kannada show?
No, this was like I just wanted to know what kind of a character I am playing. So that was the reference that I took from Hindi serial. But then the entire body language, the style, and the acting was mine. And this is the first time, I guess, I was like
Yes.
very jovial, and it was like very. And in fact, I
It
talked too
was very
much
fun
in
loving.
this. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
And till date in my career, I've never been so jolly kind of a guy. So it was little tough for me to begin with.
Yeah. But then I think that was nice because everybody loved, especially the Ganesha Festival episode and the marriage episode. I think it was
Yes,
much loved
yes.
by everybody.
Oh, yes, it was
Yeah.
very grand as well. Yeah, and it was like shot really well with all the songs, and
Yes.
entire family getting together, dancing, and it was really good. In fact, it was too much fun in the shoot as well when we were shooting it.
Yeah. So yes. So how was it for you to play Lord Shiva?
So it was kind of yeah, I can say it's a milestone for me that I got that character. And in fact, see, growing up, I've seen all this mythology serials. Like my times, it was those
Yes.
Ramayana and Mahabharata we used to watch on Sundays when the roads used to go
Yes.
completely, empty, and people used to wait for that serial. And till date, when I think about Krishna, or I think about Rama, I see those people in my, they come in my head. So it's
Yes.
something like that. It's just the reference that people were waiting for, and yeah, the reference was my face. So I guess if it wasn't me, also it would have been, anyone would have got into that character. Definitely, people would have thought
Hmm.
the same about them. So I think I'm really
Yes.
lucky to get that character.
See, there are many actors in the past who played Shiva, and most of
Yes,
them,
yes,
they actually were dancers and everything. They were more artistic and everything. But then you actually broke the stereotype and you gave a different look for Shiva. So it was more
yes,
into
yes, yes. See,
masculine look.
I see, previously the actors were like, yeah, really, well trained with this kind of character, and they used to dance
Yes, exactly.
like, the classical dance, and the way they used to act and all was like, you
Hmm.
can call them this Rangabhumi Kalavidaru. So they were like, the
Exactly.
background was the stage for them. But then,
Yes.
yeah, it was very, very, very difficult for me to get into that zone, because I used to play all this rugged kind of characters, starting like a businessman, or
Hmm.
spoiled brat or something like that. And once I got
Hmm.
into this Shiva's character, it was really tough for me to get into that zone, that calmness. And, a lot of people, have performed this before, like, and they were into, the stage background, and they were so perfect in it.
Hmm.
And,
Hmm.
definitely I would be compared with the legends, like,
Hmm.
the legendary actors
Hmm.
who have already played this character.
Hmm.
And I was nowhere
Hmm.
even close to all those experience that they had. And it was very difficult for me even to get that smile, as I was mentioned before. And there were these people who really helped me with that, the technical team, the direction team. In fact, they
Yes.
used to train me how to smile, to get that divine smile, and how to have the eyes, to look at the camera, and the way they in fact wanted me to meditate every day, which I started meditating, and then I got that thing in me, and I used to practice so much, and whenever I used to sleep also, I used to have that small smile on my face. So I was like,
Yes.
they made me do that. Yes, it was very difficult, but comparing to all those legendary actors, I don't know if I've met the requirement. But thanks to all the fans that they accepted me in that character. Yeah.
I guess when you talk about this particular mythology character, you got the opportunity to play it again and again, not just
Yes.
once. You again we saw you as Lord Shiva again
Yes. Yes.
recently.
I am blessed to do the character again and again. In fact, Shiva is he's been there with me ever since I was a kid, because we play Lord Shiva at home. So
Yes.
I've been growing up looking at his posters, and kind of things. I still remember when I was about 8 or 10. My father used to have a
Hmm.
huge poster of Shiva in our bedroom. So it was like
Okay.
it's still there in me, and whenever I used to look at him, from the time when I was a kid, I used to
Hmm.
look at the poster, and I used to think, yeah, if there was a man like this, it was like he would be like so handsome and tall, and huge. He would have had a lot of fan following. So I think that's what made me go for it.
If I'm not wrong, I remember seeing clippings where you have a tattoo of
Oh
Kala
yes,
Bhairaveshwara, if I'm not wrong.
it's Shiva.
Yeah,
It's Shiva.
so
Yeah.
you have, yeah, Shiva. So how did the makeover of that particular? Because I remember it's a huge one. I remember seeing the clipping. It was a huge one. So
Yes.
how did you actually make over for that?
In fact, that's a very old tattoo. Me, before coming into the industry, I had a tattoo of Shiva. So it's
Okay.
kind of, I always wanted to go to this Kumbh Mela. and till date I could
Mm-hmm.
never make it. And the people who went there,
Okay.
my friends, they got few photos from there, and whatever they got it,
Mm-hmm.
I made it a story and got it tattooed on my hand. So that's the whole
Mm-hmm.
story about the tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
So Shiva has been there with me from ever since I was, yeah.
In fact, we're having viewers who's actually responding, telling Mahadeva, love you, and we're actually getting only those responses over
Oh,
here.
that's so sweet. Oh, yeah, I see that. Very sweet of them to
Yeah.
accept me like that. In fact, today also, wherever I go, I've done so many projects. I've done almost 8 projects as lead, but then uh, I'm only identified as Shiva, Mahadeva, and people
Yeah.
like to call me like that.
Yes. Yes. So apart from this, I mean, you had your silver screen debut as well, and the same movie might come up to a second sequel. Do we get to see you on silver screen?
No, the director killed me in the first one. So in fact, yeah, it's a complete different story this time, and I'm not aware of the story script what they're coming up with. In fact, I had spoken to the director as well. He had told me when we were shooting the first part itself that there will be a sequel of it, but then none of the characters from the previous part would continue there other than the main leads. So it's going to be like
Okay. Yes.
those Sherlock's kind of series. I would
Yes.
definitely love to
So
be a part of it, but then, yeah, I was killed in the first one.
yeah. So leaving this right now, you've been there in the silver screen, you've been in the small screen, and then OTT is booming right now, digital space. So what
Yes.
are views on it? Are you?
In fact, it's a very confidential thing that I'm not supposed to say, but then, yes, I'm doing a OTT, platform project.
Ah,
Very soon it will
it's
be,
nice.
all over the place, and I would definitely keep you posted on that. But then, yes, it's going to be for Prime, and yeah,
Okay.
I'll be playing a South Indian in that.
Nice. So, besides Kannada television or Kannada entertainment industry, you have yourself in the other Telugu industry and the other
Yes,
neighboring industries as well. So,
yes.
how was your experience working over there?
Uh, Telugu, yes, of course, it was a very good experience, and the respect you get, to the Kannada artist is something different
Hmm.
there, because you might have seen a lot of Kannada artists are there in Telugu, Tamil. In fact,
Yes, many of them have been.
yes,
Yes,
yes, yes, and that too in the lead characters. So I really feel proud,
yes,
and whenever I go out for shoot, say Hyderabad or Chennai, I see a lot of our friendly faces there, and you really feel very comfortable working
yes,
there, and the treatment also is like really good. It is like they don't treat you as
yeah.
an outsider; they treat you as an artist. So that's like really welcoming there.
Hmm. That's nice. I mean, yeah, we got to see, as you mentioned, there are a lot of artists who's been following over there.
Yes, 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 and it's very comfortable, working there. In fact, you don't need to know the language. Sometimes it used to be A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P, and that used to be the dialogue. But then you just need to act accordingly. So it's really good, working for the other language also. In fact, uh, you build your fan base. Otherwise, they're also in the Tamil or in the Telugu, and they in fact come back and watch your Kannada projects. That's kind of a proud moment for me.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Did you have any incident like that? Did you have anybody who actually mentioned that they watched your Kannada project after watching you in the neighboring
Oh
industry?
yes, because couple of projects which I worked for, that is like Nandini and Hara Hara Mahadeva. It was voice dubbed in
Yes.
5 different languages. So there
Hmm.
there was incidents when I go out clubbing with my friends, and those bartenders are like Bengalis who watch my show in Bengali, and they're like, yeah, yeah, Virat, you're from that Nandini serial, right? I was like, oh, okay, you guys watch it.
Yeah,
So there been incidents,
that's
yes.
nice.
So I mean, you don't even realize that there is something happening in Bengali, and those people are watching you. And when you go somewhere out, and the other region people, they actually call you by that name, character's name. You feel good about it. And in fact, in
Yes.
Hyderabad and Chennai, yes, definitely, because Hara Hara Mahadeva was voice dubbed in Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, and it was a good show there also. So there also, when I went, they used to say in Tamil, they used to say Magadeva, Magadeva, and in Telugu, Shivudu, Shivudu Vachadu, Shivudu Vachadu, and all those things. Yeah, it's good. It's a nice feeling.
Do we get to see you again in any of the neighboring industries?
Yes. In fact, again, that's confidential, but yes, I am. Should I say it? I don't know. Yes, I'm producing a Malayalam movie as well. Very soon, I'll
Oh,
be
congrats. That's nice.
keeping you guys posted on it.
Oh, that's nice. So, keeping aside your career and acting and everything, how's personal life going on?
Oh, personal life is rocking. I just have a small family, me, my son, my brother, and my wife, and we are doing good. And I try to spend as much as time, with them when I'm here in Bangalore. And yeah, I go out with them, and
Yeah.
I in fact, nowadays this mobile gaming has become very, addictive with the kids. So just to spend time with
Yes.
my son, I get into the gaming mode, and we both have this game fights and all. Then I tell him, yeah, enough. Let's get back to work. You go study, and I go back to my work. So that's how I spend my time. It's going good.
As you mentioned, yeah, as you mentioned, we've seen little glimpse of you and your son. Maybe, you involving yourself in his homework and everything. So, you've been a doting father to your son. Likewise, your son is also popular on social media recently,
Oh yes,
posting this.
yeah.
How, just tell us about your bond with your son.
In fact, when he sees me acting, I don't know I should say this or not. See, when you do a certain project, if tomorrow I have a bare body scene, and I need to work on it for weeks together. Like if I've been given a date, like 15 days, you'll have this scene, and you'll have to work on it. So I just go work out, work hard in the gym, string, try to get my abs out and all those things. Go shoot, and when you shoot, definitely they enhance it by doing some makeup and all, like so that you have perfect shape and figure of six packs and all. And when I come back
Right.
home, and I eat and drink, and I sit there, and he says, "Where's your six packs gone?" My son, he comes back and he says, "You have six packs there, and where is your six packs gone here?" Oh, was that a painting there? And it's hard to answer it. So it goes on and on like that. In fact, he likes to act as well. When he sees something, he keeps repeating the dialogues, and he is involved too much into this reels and all those things. So he tries doing all this
Yes.
editing stuff on his phone, and he's getting there. Yeah. So I want him to I want to encourage him everywhere, whatever he does. Yes.
Do we have yet another little star in the making? Like listening to it, just curious to know.
No, it's totally up to him, because I never force him on anything. Be it studies or be it other things. He's really good in sports. He has won a
Hmm.
lot of skating championships, and now he's training for shuttle. And yeah,
Oh,
he's
nice.
so he's too good in sports. And when I ask him, what do you want to become? He says he wants to become a gamer, he wants to become a sports person, he wants to become, a hacker. He goes on and on. His mood keeps changing every day. So I don't force him on anything.
So, okay, to sum it up, so when else can we see you on screen?
Very soon, very soon. There is something cooking. So maybe I'll be back on. I don't know, the present project, and maybe I'll be back with a new project. There's a lot of things on pipeline, so I'm just waiting. You guys will be the first one to know. Yes.
Yes, we'd be glad to break the news to fact.
Definitely, definitely.
Anything you want to tell to your fans who are there online right now?
Oh yes, and I first thing I want to thank them all. You know how the industry works. When you're seen, they remember you, and when you're gone, it's over. But here, it's been almost 5 years that I'm out of Hara Hara Mahadeva, and people still remember, and that gives me goosebumps.
Yes.
And I should be thankful that people still remember, and I thank all the fans. Today also on the Shivratri day, or maybe something to do with Shiva, they usually, first thing is that my phone gets, bombarded with the messages of Lord Shiva and wishes and all those things. So I really, appreciate that people still think about me, and they encourage me to do more and more work. So I thank you all for that.
Yeah. So finally, it was really nice conversing with you, especially after a very long time, and great to have a conversation.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was good talking to you.